Hi Libra, just getting ready to do your wealth reading. I'm going to start out with a soul's journey card to give us the focus in regard to wealth for you. And then we will do the reading. We'll do your past energy, present, challenge, advice from spirit, and then the outcome in regard to wealth. And then we'll close out with some guidance from the magic, making magic cards. Okay, so let's get started. This will not resonate with everybody. And so, what I do suggest is that if it does not resonate, check out your birth chart and see where money falls on your chart, and then watch the video corresponding to that sign to get more insight. Also, this reading is not date specific, so whenever you're felt led to view this video, that is when it will resonate the most for you. All right, so let's get started. Spirit, what is the focus for Libra? What is the focus that we should have with regard to wealth? And we get humor, which is hilarious. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So I feel like maybe you've been taking things a little too seriously. I know that we're all going through a lot. We're all having to change the way that we think of our money flow and the way that we make money in regard, it could have been that you may have lost your job, your hours may have been reduced. If you're in business for yourself, you may have, seen, definitely diminishing flow to your money if you're in business for yourself. So I think that it's just about like relaxing and seeing the lighter side of things and not taking it quite so seriously. I think that you have a good head on your shoulders and that money is going to come no matter what. All right, so let's see what the past energy was for Libra. And we get the Wheel of Fortune in the past position. What is the present, the current energy for Libra? And we get the Five of Swords. And the challenge for Libra. We get the Five of Coins. Advice from Spirit for Libra. We get the Emperor. And the outcome for Libra. What's the outcome? And we get the Hermit. And I'm not surprised. We have gotten the Hermit in almost every single reading, I think. So, all right. So let's see here. So in the past position, we get the Wheel of Fortune. And this can definitely be about luck, just sudden windfall of money, literally money falling from the sky. This obviously is different for all of you, but I feel like there was just definite cycles that you've gone through with money, and most recently, you've had some unexpected money, and that's where you're coming from in the past. So currently, with Five of Swords, I recognize that this is definitely a pretty serious energy when it comes to money. So I feel like, this is bordering on greed. And I'm not saying that any of you specifically have greed on the mind, but I think that from the outside looking in, it can very well appear that, that you're doing too much in a sense, that you just want more, more, more. And I think what it really comes down to is having, sometimes it depends on how far back we're talking this past goes, but I feel like there can be an attitude of money of once you get it, especially if you grew up not having a lot, or maybe you've just gone through a long period of not having much and now you've gotten some, and it's like, you want that flow to keep going. And I think that that's really what it's about. It's just that from the outside looking in, it can look like you're just all about the money, right? And I think you need to see the lighter side of things and, moving forward. So as the challenge, you have the Five of Coins. And the Five of Coins is really talking about generosity. And, well, it's about being generous. I mean, I think I'm looking at this and I feel like there may be someone in your life. I don't feel like this is you, but I feel like there's someone in your life that really needs a helping hand. And maybe it's not so much about handing them money. It could be, but it could also be about, you know, advising them or giving them some, some guidance, some help. But otherwise, particularly for you, I feel like you are truly recognizing the value of money. Actually, let me word that correctly. Because this is in the challenge position, I feel like you need to recognize the value of money. And with that being said, it's like sometimes we don't understand how far our money can go. So that's really about fully utilizing what money can do for you. It's not just about material things. Obviously, you can't buy happiness, but it sure does help when you're not stressing about it, right? So I think that it's about coming into realization, your personal relationship with money. So in the advice from Spirit, we're getting the Emperor. And the Emperor is like, he's in control of the situation. He is very much a leader. However, when it comes to money, he doesn't necessarily handle his own money. He kind of leaves that to the experts. So there may be some type of situation in regard to money where you're needing to get advice or rely on a professional. And this is going to be different for every one of you. We may get some clarification on that. So to have the outcome as the Hermit in regard to money really represents a lull or a slowing down of funds. So it doesn't mean that you don't have money. It just means that the flow is starting to really get slower. So I feel like knowing this as the outcome, I feel like there is a need to fortify the current flow that you already have. So let's get some clarification on this. So let's see. I think let's clarify that Emperor as the advice from Spirit. Why is the Emperor here for Libra? And we get the Three of Swords. So I think that this is really talking about being careful who you're relying on for your money and becoming more independent. So I almost want to put that card like overlapping both of these. It's like finding something that can make you a little bit more self-reliant and not having to depend on somebody. So this may be about gaining a side hustle. If you're already working for an employer, finding some way to kind of pad your current income. Okay, so I feel like that way you're not putting all your eggs in one basket here. And it may even be talking about making small investment in something, just something to kind of spread out your money to create a better and more consistent flow. Okay, so let's get a Making Magic card. Spirit, what's the parting guidance for Libra? What's the parting guidance for Libra? Okay, and we get fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goals. So I don't know how that applies to you specifically, but I really feel like maybe it's some type of creative outlet that you have that you can make money off of to kind of help pad your current income. And I think that that's going to make you feel a little bit more empowered, a little bit more of that emperor energy that you are the one in control of your finances. You don't have to rely on the ups and downs of an employer, you know, and I feel like that'll make you more self-sufficient, and it's going to help you loosen your grip on money. It doesn't mean you're letting the money just go, but it's allowing that flow to happen, kind of opening yourself up, relaxing, and allowing you to not feel so reliant on one particular source of money. That is the message I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for watching, and remember that the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.